don't get it twisted now.
Like,
she like them rich and famous still.
I don't got no blue check, so why I care about somebody else having a blue check? Because Instagram verified you? Okay.
Don't right.
Instagram verified you. You are who you say you are. Okay.
Don't get it twisted. She still be going after these rich dudes. Some of them be having fame too. And what make it so bad is, look, I want to get to the high value thing too. Cause I be like, some of these dudes you be trying to talk to, they might have some status and some money, but they don't be high value.
Oh, you have to tell me that. I have always been a proponent of saying that high value is not a dollar amount. High value is a character trait. I have been saying that since day one.
I remember you and I said it close to a year ago on this channel.
And they tried to. I said it. They roasted me. Yeah. But now here we are a year later and folks are like, high value isn't money. I was saying that a year ago.
Because let's real quick, let me just say like my piece on what I feel it is. It is a man that is respected in his household, a man that is respected in his community, a man that can support himself and his family on the income that he is earning, and a man that is viewed as valuable for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put a dollar amount on that. You really don't. Like the narrative that they push out there into the public right now, into the mainstream, I mean, it's a bit toxic. It's a bit toxic. But
very, because everything you just listed, you can do that on 60K. You can do it on 60. You can do that on 70K.
Yep, exactly.
You can do that on 80K.
Exactly.
Y'all
right.
let some man throw out this magic number of 100K, and that's what y'all on. It's like, no, I know plenty of people that are at 70, 80K, and they are stand-up guys. They take care of their family. They can provide for their family. They are not hurting at all.
That's right.
Morally great, personality great.
That's it.
But because of this mindset,
that's what makes you high value.
Oh, he not high value because he not bringing in 100K. Okay, keep sitting around waiting on that 100K. Okay.
It's hey, but that shit, don't get it started on you though. Like how much he got to make? $250,000 a year minimum?
No.
200?
No.
So your numbers changed. Because you told me $250,000 once before we started talking about any of this.
First of all, that's not what I said. Don't even get on here and start lying.
I ain't lying.
Because we were watching that video with the girl and him asked her, how much does a man have to make in order for you to be with him? And what did she say? She said 500K.
No, I was talking about further back. You remember the?
I know.
No. This is not that video. This is a different video. This is way back at your house. This was the chick, the light skinned girl that was sitting with the young black man, and they were talking, and then the girl was like, "If he not making more than me, then I'ma run him, cause I expect for a man that's making more than me to run me." You remember that video?
Oh yeah, and I had said, which brings me to what I was about to say. So like. I said y'all don't be asking the right questions, because old girl in that video, she said 500K, and people just immediately started going in on her because of the number that she threw out, when it's like y'all was asking the wrong question. The question should have been, do you make at least 250?
Right.
Are you bringing in at least half of what you're requiring? Right. Because sis, if you're bringing in 200-300, it's not crazy for you to want a man who wants 500. Mm-hmm. So like for me, how you were talking about my dollar amount, last time I checked my net worth, like I just want someone who brings in at least double or at least a little bit more than what I do.
Okay.
Because if I can provide for the life that I can provide it myself, that I have worked hard to get here at, then having a man that makes the same or at least double what I make is okay. I don't need a man out here making $1 million. I don't need a man out here making $500,000-$600,000. A man making, we live in the South, so a man who makes anywhere between, I want to say 90 versus 100K because we live in the South. That's what I'm trying to base off of where we live.
Because we live in Atlanta.
Yeah, because we live in Atlanta, right? A man who makes anywhere between 90 to 200,000, which again, for where we are, that's not an outrageous number. We live in a land of entrepreneurship. We live in a land of how many corporate companies are here now?
Sure.
And that people are making 120, 130,000 having a regular old 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got a friend who's an MRI tech at a hospital, and he makes like $120,000 a year.
Right.
People ain't broke no more.
Right.
So I don't need to be like, oh yeah, I need me a man who make $1 million. For what?
So
I don't need that much. I'm doing just fine.
I would love to go a little bit further into this, but this would be something that I would want to put on the second channel. I would want to put this on the second channel and have this open.
Different perspective?
Yeah.
About money?
Yeah.
And the requirements of money?
Yeah. Or about like where like you feel you are with what you just said. Because I want to question like what makes you feel that you are deserving of a man that's in the top 20%, because that's where those men will be at, especially if you're talking about a black man. Like, are you putting yourself in the position to acquire those type of men, and are you also making it be known to these men the value that you bring to them?
And I think that that's a perfect explanation. And again, I have always said that because again, like with me with women, when like people, they love to throw out these numbers, but then immediately go in on the person for saying this number. But it's like you're asking the wrong question. What do you make? What are you bringing to the table? Right. Because if you make $50,000 a year, why do you need a man who makes $500,000? Yeah. Why?
And then
a man who makes $100,000, a man who makes $80,000 can provide for you just fine.
Precisely.
Because you've been doing fine on 50.
On 50. Now, like, and then
you
also adding to that, you wildin'. And then also to add to that is like, all right, so let's say you were to find a man that is making 50% more than you are, or at least 20 to 30% more than you are. If you're expecting for him to pay the substantial amount of the bills, like, what will you be doing with your money?
So me, and this is just me, this is my opinion. Don't try to come for me for my opinion and my values, honey, okay? This is just me, my personal opinion, and how I am as a woman, because I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I bring to a household, and because I was raised traditional, and I plan on raising my family traditional.
Listen, y'all, I ain't even go cap, like, she do the traditional stuff, like, for real.
Like the
traditional stuff. Hold on. Let me talk.
They gonna come for me.
The traditional stuff that a woman does, like, she does those things.
Because I already know they gonna come for me.
Don't worry about that.
For me, I feel like a man should be paying all the bills in the house. That means the rent/mortgage. That means all of the bills. Me as a woman, if I am a working woman, on whatever level that may be, whether I'm bringing in $20K in the house or I'm bringing in $200K in the house, me as the woman of the household, my money should go towards the things that make the house a home. The things like the cleaning supplies needed, the groceries, anything in the house that's needed to make the house run functionally the way it needs to be. You make it run manually. The bills, the lights, the power, the gas,
now, let me
the
ask
mortgage.
You this.
I provide the things that make it run make it a home.
Let me ask you this. Now,
don't come for me.
Chill.
Don't come for me.
Let me talk. Now, for the rest of the thousands of dollars that you're making, that's what I want to know. A couple of $100 a month is cute, but what are you doing with them thousands of dollars that you're making? You want to just splurge and spend it on yourself? Like, that's just selfish wants and desires and needs to just blow the rest of your money away. If you're a working class woman, if you're out there making money, like, what will be happening with the majority of that money?
Well, that's when you use the money for things that you want to do. Like, you use the money for things like buying stuff for your man, buying stuff for your kids, buying stuff for yourself. Again, the things that run the household, that run the family. Like, so
if I'm doing all this,
the bills got to be paid by the man.
If I'm doing all this, and you got Christmas, you got all the birthdays and all that stuff. You got my birthdays, you got the kids' birthdays. You got my Christmas present, you got the kids' Christmas present. Like,
you talking about like fully, or are you talking about like I don't need to come to you for anything? Like, I don't need to, like, I don't have to dig in our money to buy your birthday present. I got my own money. I bought your birthday present with my own money.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be obvious. Like, you wouldn't have to come to me because you got enough.
You'd be you'd be surprised how unobvious that is.
Oh, no. I'll be like, excuse me, woman.
You'd be surprised.
You make $80K and you coming to me to break off something
You'd
for
be
the.
surprised how unobvious that is.
You trying to get him a $500 bike and you want me to split it with you and I pay all the bills, huh?
Like
I can see if I was like, yo, I'm gonna buy him this bike, but no, you want him to have this bike. I know he want it, but you want him to have it too. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, and I get that. And you're talking about if it is a woman who's bringing in a substantial amount of money. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
Like it should be somewhat even, but again, we're just talking about like the bills and all this kind of stuff, and what like the bills. Because we tried this last time and they came for me. The bills.
But you should stop saying that mess.
Should be. What you mean? Because the comments.
It don't matter. They're going to come after everybody regardless.
The bill should be paid by the man. Like, I would never be in a 50-50 situation. I just can't. It's just, it's not the way that I'm wired. It's not the way that I'm set up. Not saying there's anything wrong for anyone else, but I just can't do it. I'm just too traditional for that.
Gotcha. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, all right, if you're making 100, 200K a year on your own, and I'm pretty sure that you would still be, because you got 4 careers. You wouldn't put aside your 4 careers if you were to get into a relationship. Maybe you would put aside 1 or 2 of them, but I would think that you would still want to keep.
Right.
Something.
I was gonna say I would take away either the one that is bringing in the least amount of money,
right,
or the one that is taking too much time away from me to put into my relationship. It would be one or the other.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
And if it's like if that's the same thing, one that takes up a lot of time and makes the least amount, it's definitely got to go.
Right. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like my whole thing is, and it's a conversation I don't think too many people have when it comes to this topic is, all right, what will the woman that is expecting a man to pay for all the bills, what will she be doing with her money? Like, especially if she's making a lot of money. Like, I get the household and the kids and the me and all that stuff. Like, but are you planning on splurging and just buying unnecessary shit all the time with the rest of your money? Like, bags and purses and cars and trips and all that type of stuff.
But see, if
like,
you really look at women who make that amount of money, who are in relationships, tell me you don't see them spoiling a man. Really think about it. The ones who are making high levels of money, what are they doing? They're spoiling their man. That's what they're doing with their extra money. They ain't paying no bills, so they spoiling their man.
Maybe they are, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I see them spoiling themselves, but I don't see them spoiling their man. Maybe they are. I'm not saying they're not. I just don't see it.
Like, I feel like it's both. It's both. But I guess me as a woman, I look at it differently when I see stuff and I see like a man doing something, whether it be birthdays, Christmas, whatever. You see women like buying like huge stuff. Like, perfect example. What's her name? Ari in Moneybagg Yo. Yeah. She bought this man like a track hawk, like some $200,000 truck or something like that for his birthday.
That. Yeah. No, yeah.
Again, they splurge on their man.
But you see, yeah, I've seen Cardi B do that. I've seen plenty of females like that do that, but I don't even consider them to be high value. So I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at the average woman that is earning the type of income that we're talking about. Those are the ones that I'm looking at, not these super rich folks that they obviously they're not the most right in the head, but they might be wealthy as hell. Because to me they're like young kids out here doing that stuff, just throwing money away. They buying freaking all these chains and all this type of stuff. They spending millions of dollars pointlessly. You got Quavo done spent how much on Sweetie on this dang on vehicle for them to break up a couple months later or whatever, or houses or whatever the heck. No, I'm not. I don't pay them folks no attention. Like, that's not what we on.
But see, you know what? A lot of like you're talking about like regular folks.
Yeah.
You know why you don't see it?
Why?
Because they're probably not putting it on social media.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't see it.
And if they are, they're probably not putting it. It's okay. Let me change that. If they are putting it on social media, it's not grabbing the attention to go mainstream like when a celebrity does it.
Sure.
Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like a perfect example, like I saw this post the other day. It was where this girl, she just did like this really nice picnic, and she had like wrote the guy a card, and she had was basically doing a video, I think it was a TikTok, of just basically just telling him just like how much, you know, she loves him and cares for him, and how much she appreciates him because he taught her things to better herself.
Correct.
Like, on average, an average video like that wouldn't go viral. Right. But this one did.
Yeah.
And so, because I think I saw like
especially
on Shade Room or something
black
like
couple,
that. And it was. Yeah. So it's like, it's
I've seen that dude. I did see that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? He was like crying and everything, and he like started to eat to stop him crying. That video.
Yeah.
Like, it's happening amongst regular folks.
Yeah.
We just don't see it because it just doesn't go as viral as it does with celebrities.
Right.
But it's happening.
Yeah.
Because we live in a day and age now. Look at folks ain't broke no more. Like, not saying they're nothing, but you know, people are making money. People are entrepreneurs. People are leveling themselves up education-wise and getting better jobs, getting high-paying jobs. People are paying their workers better because COVID showed us, like, listen, you gotta take care of your people. Like, people ain't broke no more. Women ain't broke no more.
There was something I wanted to say. But your ass talk too much. I can't remember.
Shut up.
You do. You be repeating yourself over and over. Like, damn, did you say that 5 times already? I heard it the first time.
Yes, I did. To make sure you heard me.
I used to do that. We heard it the first time. Let's go back and replay the video and hear it again.
Shut up.
I lost my train. I had something really good I wanted to say, but I forgot it now.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that people just get, and that's another thing too, how you were talking about with insecurities. And I know you're not like this because I know you. But a lot of men are very insecure if it comes to a woman who does make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. That's a thing now too. And
I've never
like,
been insecure about that.
Even when I was like, I know you. Like, I know
even when I was broke, I was still sliding in Rihanna's DMs. I'm like, bro, look, I don't care how much she make. I feel like Rihanna. I always say Rihanna would give. I always say Rihanna would give a broke dude a chance, man, because she just seemed different. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I always felt like that.
Perfect example, Rihanna. She went from some Arabian billionaire to A$AP Rocky.
I know, but A$AP Rocky's still rich.
But compared to dude she just left, he broke.
I know, but he also still A$AP Rocky.
Compared to him, he's still broke. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It ain't about that. Yeah. Like,
and thinking about Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, one of the richest women in the world, dated a teacher. Or whatever the heck he is, like, you know what I'm saying? She's like about to get remarried to somebody. She'll never be able to really find somebody on her level like that financially. So she's like, she over here like, she's probably over here. You're right. She's probably over here like, oh shit, I don't care that you a teacher. Like, I got my ex-husband's money. We can just use that to pay our bills. Like, that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
The only other people she can go, like, as far as money wise, Bill Gates and any of the people on the Forbes billionaire list.
She wouldn't want the guys that are available to her. Like, no, she wouldn't want the guys that are available to her.
Because she's done it. She's lived that life. But I'm just a firm believer in, I don't care what level of income it is, whether it's 40, 50,000 or it's 240, 50,000. If a person is providing a certain life and level for themselves, and you are trying to come to that person, more so talking about men to women, you got to be able to at least provide the life for them that they already provide for themselves. And if you're not, you got to come with a whole lot more for her, personality wise, or morally wise, or value wise, for her to look past, especially if she is a person who's very traditional, where the man should provide for everything. My man said, so you got to come at her to make her see past that. Mm-hmm. But men get so insecure because a woman makes more than them. Again, back to the 1 of 50, when you know you're really 1 of 1. Like, I really wanted to get to know you, but you think that because I look a certain way that I got 18 million people in my DMs and I'm talking to all of them. Mm-hmm. Or you think because I make $100,000 a year that I only want men who make $100,000 or more a year. Like, nah, sir, you make 60 and I liked you.
Let's change the.
I liked you.
Let's change the topic. Let's switch it a little bit. I don't know how much time you got left with us, but it is.
Oh, it's 7 minutes.
Yeah, I want to switch it. Yes, traffic gonna be down too. I want to switch the topic a little bit. Let's talk about as far as high value men, like what's available to them in regards to women compared to what's available to women at certain points in their life. Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I'll post the rest of it at a later time, but y'all, I feel like it's so necessary to have these conversations on what we should really be deeming as high value in regards to both men and women. That's why this channel is called A Different Perspective. Let's think differently about this stuff, and let's try to be a little bit more fair in what we're grading as a valuable person. Because look, I was born in the 80s, and in the 90s, someone that was taking care of house and home, especially if we're talking about men, if he was taking care of house and home, if he was respected in his community, if he was respected amongst his peers, if he was respected by his wife and kids, if he was a leader, if he had a masculine frame, if he was doing right by himself and his family, if he had good character and good morals, those were the type of things that were considered high value. Back then, we wasn't going to magazines and TV shows and movies to find what that measurement was supposed to be. It was clear as day. This is a good person and he's doing right by his people. It was as simple as that. So let's see if we can bring that narrative back into the mix. Because not to say that anybody is wrong, but you and I, we live in the real world. And in the real world, the majority of people are not earning a substantial amount of income, but that doesn't make them bad people, and that doesn't mean that they're not of value. You know what I'm saying? True value, true worth. So let's keep the conversation going. But y'all know what time it is. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz, and Jessica, you can find her on YouTube at Jessica Murphy, and I believe on Instagram, Miss_J Rabbit. It'll be linked everywhere. So, yep, that's it. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See ya.